For Prince Harry, the High Court is a kind of home from home. Back again and confident and ready, said aides. But this, the third round of his battle against Britain's tabloid press, may be the hardest fought yet. There's a high-profile supporting cast. The actresses Liz Hurley and Sadie Frost. And the former MP Sir Simon Hughes in court, while Sir Elton John and his husband David Furnish and Baroness Doreen Lawrence, mother of the murdered teenager Stephen, followed proceedings remotely. Each accused the publishers of the Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday of unlawful intrusion. Associated newspapers strongly deny the allegations. But the claimant's barrister, David Sherborne, said in reality the Mail knew there were skeletons in its closet. He highlighted a series of reports, allegedly the product of phone hacking, of bugging or unlawfully accessed medical and banking records. In statements, Sir Elton John told of his outrage over reports relating to the birth of his first son. Liz Hurley said she felt crushed by a brutal invasion of privacy. And Sadie Frost said she felt violated after journalists discovered her ectopic pregnancy before even her mother knew, though no story was published. Prince Harry sat impassively at the back of the crowded courtroom, listening intently to every detail as the case unfolded. He is expected to give evidence himself at the end of the week. But in court documents, he's already described the intrusion as terrifying. It caused a massive strain on personal relationships, he said. Doreen Lawrence claims she was targeted by the Mail even as it championed her campaign to find the racist killers of her son. In her witness statement, she said, "I am the victim all over again, but by people who I thought were my allies and friends." The Mail's publishers call the allegations preposterous smears. It says the complaints are too late, the stories legitimately sourced, that dozens of journalists are ready to testify. And it claims that Prince Harry's social circle provided information about his private life. 9 weeks of evidence are scheduled. Legal bills already top £40 million. Glittering reputations and big money are at stake. John Ray, News at 10 at the High Court.
And Chris is here to talk about all this. Well, Chris, as John was saying, they're really there at the end. I mean, basically the stakes are extremely high for both sides, aren't they?
Yeah, do you know what, Tom? I think there'll be people watching at home going, hold on a minute, haven't we been here before? Yes, and they'll be right. Harry's been to the High Court before. Against the Mirror, he won, and he did take the stand in that case. Against the Sun on the first day, like this day, effectively, a year ago, the publishers of the Sun settled and issued an apology. So I was wondering when I went in this morning, what's going to happen today? But nope, it's going ahead. So we've got legal argument at the opening at the moment. The big day, I think, this week will be when Harry takes the stand on Wednesday. I know he is preparing very hard for that because not only is he going to get questions from the claimant's lawyer, he's going to get questions from the defence lawyer as well. But it does just feel to me like this one is much bigger. I know that Associated Newspapers, the publishers of the Mail and Mail on Sunday, are vigorously going to defend. And unlike some of the others, they are bringing former editors, former journalists as well, including the former editor, Paul Dacre. He who said famously at the Leveson inquiry into media ethics that, there was no phone hacking under my watch. And as actually, in one of the papers from the defendants, they say that is the opposition effectively accusing him of perjury, and that's as they say themselves, that is a very serious allegation, which clearly they deny. It just feels like this one is much bigger. And again, it's not just Prince Harry this time. There's Prince Harry and 6 others. And there's 9 weeks of argument. We're on day 1. I mean, this is going to be a big deal.